guys, welcome back to the Rebel Rundown. So it's episode 10 today. We've got Hayley and Ben, and today's podcast is going to be all about the Soul Rebel Games. So that's a little in-house competition we have coming up in December. So we're going to give you a rundown today on why we're doing it and all the details behind it, so that you guys have a little bit more insight into what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be good. So just to kick off though, we'll have our usual monthly recap. We had a bit going on throughout November, which has been cool. We had the OG Throwdown earlier in the month, which was really successful. Everyone who did it had a great time. We had like 6 teams.
Yeah, so we had Genty and Stevo, Neil and Elise, Rose and Ocean Grove got us a hookup with this guy called Sam, because unfortunately Hendrick had to pull out. So Rose and Sam, Lizzie and Byron, Nick and Al, and then Hayley and Ben.
Yeah.
6 teams. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was good, and everyone was like, we had a couple of teams in the same team. Oh, we had all 2 teams
in each heat.
different heats.
Yeah,
and then there was maybe like 6 heats or 7 heats all up.
Yeah, it was awesome though.
Spread out well.
Super well run, and there was always something to watch, which is cool because they had the floater, which was such a good event, happening the whole morning, and then it was just really well run. I thought they did a great job.
It ran smooth. There was sort of good mixture of things in there, and everyone could have a good crack at it, which was cool. And the final event, which was I think the best one, was run at a brewery on a farm, and that was cool. Just being out in the country, fresh air. Had to do a 2.5k run with like, I don't know, maybe every 800 meters or something. It was like
there was basically like 800 meters in. There was like a hay bale get over, and then there was another one maybe like 100 meters later, another one 100 meters later, and then they kind of were like nothing, but
yeah, but at least
they were in there.
Different.
And then you had to do a 200 meter sandbag carry at the end, which if any of you, so it was called the Farm Dog Capital, because Farm Dog Brewing was like the name of the place where it was at, and the Capital, if any of you guys have watched the CrossFit Games from a few years ago, they had an event called the Capital where they had to do some pig flips, do like a 5k run, a jerry can carry, and then a sandbag carry up the stairs of like the Madison, Wisconsin Capitol. It literally looked exactly like that. It was so like smart, the fact that they called it that. It was hilarious. Like from the very first heat, the sandbags just absolutely destroyed everybody. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, you could tell who's probably done some sandbag carries before and who hadn't, because those that hadn't had a real hard time. They were pretty heavy. Like I think our heat was like 80 or so kilos, and yours was what? 55.
They were heavy, but they were also, they weren't like crazy heavy, but I think what really, like some people would have struggled with the weight, but I think what the majority of people struggled with was that they were really full. So they were quite hard, because like they basically had filled them all up for this event, and like our sandbags over there, when we fill them up at the start, they're like packed full, like there's no room in them, and then now they're like there's room in them because everything gets like compressed. So they were like packed full, you could barely get your hands around them.
Yeah, there's no real give, so like it's a little bit harder to like clasp and get it locked into a good position, but and you had to carry it 200 meters, 100 out, 100 back, and it was a little bit uneven terrain. You had to, 100 up was like a slight incline coming back, so yeah, a little bit different.
It was awesome though, like such a good event. And it was interesting just watching how each team did it. Like a lot of teams ran off on their partners, like one person would come back way ahead of their partner, but like you couldn't start the carry until your partner got back anyway, and then your time wasn't until your partner finished anyway. So like it was just funny because it was just like an individual workout, whereas other teams like us, we used a bit of teamwork, which I thought like was good. So we ran together, and then I think it was good that we were.
I think all our teams ran together.
Yeah, I think so too.
There might have been a little gap with Byron and Lizzie.
I don't know. Yeah, not. I think Lizzie came in before Byron, didn't she?
No, she came in
after.
behind.
Yeah.
And then
Or the
Byron
sandbag.
started his sandbag first, because you had to sort of have one person pick it up, go, and then the second could pick Des up and go. And then Lizzie overtook him on the carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But yeah, majority of our teams ran together. There wasn't really reason for you to not run together because, like, if your partner's way out ahead, it's probably not making you run any quicker.
Yeah.
You're just probably feeling sorry for yourself. So, yeah, anyway, it was good. I thought that event was, like, just awesome.
Yeah,
and we
cool.
won ours.
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah.
But no, cool place. Overall, great event. All the pairs had a great time. If it's run again next year, then I think we'll probably try and have another crew from the gym head up and maybe even an even bigger one.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that. We also had the Eltham Fun Run. So this is our second year participating in the Eltham Fun Run, and again, it was so awesome. Like last year was great. I think we had like a few more people from the gym doing it last year, but this year we still had 25 people, which was awesome. We saw a couple members get PBs. So Chiwen and Michael, they both got really like couple minute PBs on their 5K, which was cool. They've been doing heaps of running over last year, so that's sweet. And then also Darcy, Rissa's daughter Darcy, she got like a massive PB too. Like she's such a little gangster doing the 5K just by herself too.
Like 7 minutes.
Yeah, and she's like 11 years old. Yeah, she's pretty cool. One thing though, I just want to mention with Chiwen, especially Chiwen, but also Michael. I just remember with Chiwen last year, like Eltham Fun Run's always going to be like special for her. Because last year she literally was like, Haley, like I don't want to do it. Like I can't run 5K. Like I don't know whether to sign up or not. I've never even ran like 1K. And I was like, nah, you'll be right. Like just sign up, give it a go. It doesn't matter if you have to walk. You just whatever. So anyway, she did it. Her first ever 5K. And then since then she's ran 2 half marathons. She's done a bunch of 10Ks and a couple other runs. And yeah, now she redid the Eltham Fun Run this year. Got a like, I think it was like close to 5 minute PB, which is just really cool.
And also, she's
Crushing
doing a bit of
training.
weightlifting.
Yeah.
She's doing awesome. She's getting stronger, more technical at lifts, getting more endurance. So yeah, you can see improvements across the board, especially when you're using CrossFit as your base and then adding a little bit of speciality stuff on top. Like she's a great example of what you can achieve, and yeah, she's doing awesome.
Yeah. So that was cool. And also the Eltham Fun Run's always really good to be a part of because it's partnership, or it's a partner with the Pat Cronin Foundation. So they raised over $20,000 for the Pat Cronin Foundation, which is basically a foundation about like violence prevention. So it's about Pat Cronin, who he was killed by someone punching him on the night out.
King hit at a pub in Diamond Creek, and he was a loyal plenty football player. I actually played with his brother and know his parents, and it was a real shock to everyone in the community. And so it's about raising awareness and trying to prevent stupid violence that could potentially be fatal. So awesome cause, they're great people, and as Haley said, the whole thing's run really well.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to get your foot in the door, test the water, have something like that to try and keep you accountable with your training and doing a bit of extra endurance work, then definitely jump on that next year.
Next
I'm sure
year,
we'll have
100%.
another
Yeah,
good crew.
there's no reason not to. Like, it's such a good cause.
And
It's so easy.
Haley's gonna run a sub 20.
Yeah,
next year.
far out. I was pretty disappointed. I really wanted to PB my 5K, but now that I think back on it, like I didn't have a watch, so I had no idea how fast I was going. So next year I'll be there, I'll have a watch on, and I'm gonna go really fast. So
She did win it though, so.
yeah, but I was 6 seconds slower. I don't even care about winning it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go faster because I didn't know.
You
Anyway,
needed someone
my own fault.
ahead
Yes.
of you, trying to chase.
Neil, you were meant to be my pacer. We had an agreement.
Come on,
But
Neil.
anyway, next year, Neil. Last thing on our recap was workshop. So we did a workshop on Monday night, didn't you, Ben?
Yep. And that was cool. I haven't run a workshop in a long time because we've been doing them Sundays. Haley's been taking them. I try and have one full day out of the gym every week. On
What do you
Sunday.
mean, you get 2?
Yeah, I do now, but on the weekend I try and have at least one full family day. And yeah, it was really cool to run. I had a great time doing it. I felt like everyone there really absorbed a lot of the information and worked hard on applying it, and we've had lots of good feedback, which is awesome. So thank you if you thanked me or made a comment. It's really cool. We're kind of testing the water with that workshop running it at a different time, midweek, on a Monday night at 6:40, and that seemed to be really well received. If it's a time slot that you think you want to jump in on next year, then let us know, because I'm starting to plan workshops for 2025 and looking at how we could run those, what kind of things we could do, because we want to do them and just refine them a little bit, maybe have some more consistency with them, and yeah, hopefully have times that allow more members to also get involved.
Yeah, so I think we'll put out a survey soon, but before then, just let us know what you thought anyway. Yeah, so that was good. All right, that was our monthly recap. The next month we got a whole lot of stuff coming up, so the next podcast we'll do will be like just before Christmas, so there'll be even more happening then. But for now, let's get into the Soul Rebel games. So Ben, tell us, what are the Soul Rebel games? Sounds very official.
Well, it's the first time we've ever run this exact event. We've done a variety of different things over the years in terms of in-house competitions and pairs things, individual things. We've done, full Saturdays, stuff like that. After our last survey that we did, we had a few people sort of saying they'd like to do some sort of in-house competition, and it was on the radar, and then I just had this idea of like doing something within classes. We played with doing like a monthly challenge, which is very accessible to everyone. We wanted to do something that wasn't going to sort of take up, a half or a full day on the weekend, because that does rule a lot of people out, and we want to get as many people participating as possible. So that's how the idea came about. And ultimately, this is really just about community. It's about some additional challenge, friendly competition, camaraderie, taking people a little bit, banter, taking people a little bit out of their comfort zone, but not so much so that they, can't enjoy it and have a really good crack at the different tests that we do. So that's really the idea behind it, and we've tried to put something together that is going to be really inclusive and going to tick all those boxes that I just mentioned. So
I think it also gives people a bit of practice, or exposure to competition as well, because obviously we've been talking a lot about competitions. We've been doing a few over the last few months. So yeah, it gives people just a bit of exposure to see if that is something that they would want to do next year, whether that's competing in the CrossFit Open, which is obviously we just do it in the gym, or if they want to try and jump in on a comp like Ocean Grove or something else. So
yeah, exactly. So getting judging, hitting workouts where there might be a little bit more nerves than normal,
and just hitting them at I think when a different intensity, and also I was talking to, who was I talking about it? Oh, to Dan. I was talking about Dan yesterday about how in an everyday workout you just scale it to get an intended workout stimulus, whereas these workouts you just have to kind of do what is prescribed. So you pick between the 3 levels, and one thing might be slightly easier for you, but one thing might be slightly harder. Or say you're doing the Echo one that's the hardest one, you might find a portion of it really challenging that in everyday class you'd just be I'll just do a lighter weight, or I'll just do something else. Whereas in this, there's the potential for you to sort of get stalled or really find something challenging that you wouldn't usually come across. So
which are also opportunities to do something you haven't done before, or see that you're more capable than maybe you thought. So,
and also provide you with a little bit of a goal as to something you might want to work towards. So say you do it, you're I actually could do that. That's something I want to try and dial in and get really good at. Yeah.
So it's a perfect opportunity for that. The coaches are all gonna help you in terms of what division you should enter. We've come up with divisions. We didn't want to do RX or advanced or beginner or anything like that.
Because beginner is silly, because it's so silly. Beginners are people who have just started, not necessarily someone who just has different abilities.
Yeah. So as much as there are different levels and they're gonna be suited to different individuals, it's really about sort of removing those, banners, and again just being cool, this is the division we're in. We've gone with Delta, Echo and Bravo, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the majority of people are going to be in that middle sort of tier, and then there'll be some either side of that, but for the most part I think the workout's going to be really fun. We tested the first workout just a couple of days ago.
It was good fun.
It was a good workout. We both enjoyed it. It was hard. It wasn't brutal. Like, but I think
it will be
I
pretty
think it's
brutal.
going to be a bit more brutal for most of you.
Yeah. But I thought it was like
Haley beat me by a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And I can tell you the first workout will be the longest test of the 3, and it's a nice, well-rounded sort of test.
It's very, and it's, I don't know if this is giving too much away, but it's very similar to like an open workout, I would say. Like it's that sort of style, and it's just good practice.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just to give you guys a bit more of a rundown too, like how it will be run, in case you haven't heard or read or whatever, is we're gonna have 3 workouts, and they're gonna be ran over 2 days. So the 9th of December, which is a Monday, the workout of the day is the Soul Rebel Games workout 1. So every single class will do that workout. We'll do it in like 2 heats. So half the class, we'll go through it like normal, and then half the class will do the workout whilst the other class judges them, and then the other half of the class will do the workout whilst, vice versa. So if you're training on Monday, you're gonna do that workout no matter what, right? Then the second 2 workouts will be done on the Friday. So same thing, in class, half the class will go and judge the other half, and then swap over for the remaining 2 workouts. There are going to be, there is a little bit of leeway for us to, like for people who can't make it on those days but want to do it, where they could do it on like an open gym or, something like that. So, but that's how it's done. If you're training on Monday and Friday, you're automatically going to be doing the workouts. If you are not training on those days but you want to, you might need to make some like adjustments.
Yeah, you can come organise to do it in an open gym. Ideally, you'll tee someone up to come and judge you, and a coach will be around just to oversee and make sure that standards are being upheld and everyone's doing the workouts the right way, for example. But we want to try and get as many of you doing all the tests as possible. Even if you don't do all 3, like you're just in for one of the days, you'll still go on the leaderboard. We're going to have an online like Google document leaderboard that will update after the first day, and then we'll do that again by the conclusion of the event. So we're hoping on Saturday the 14th to sort of be able to have
it'll all be wrapped up.
Yeah, all the places finalised.
If you can't make the Friday, you've got to do the 2nd and 3rd workout before.
Yeah.
So it'll all be done by Friday, because the 14th, which is the Saturday, we're doing our Christmas party. So we've got our Christmas throwdown, and that's where we'll be, giving out prizes and stuff like that. So there'll be a leaderboard. It'll be good fun. I think for people who, do it beforehand, like say you have to do it earlier, we'll probably keep your scores a secret until like the day that the workout's being done. Otherwise it's, people can come chase you down.
Yeah, we probably won't add anyone's results from the Monday in until the Tuesday, and then I'll probably we'll do the rest on the Friday.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool. We'll have prizes for the different divisions. We'll also have prizes for just like overall who had an awesome attitude, got around the whole thing, and brought their best effort. So don't think that you have to be in the top, winning your division. To get a prize. Yeah.
So it'll be good though. Like I'm super excited, and I think it'll be really fun.
We're trying to make it a bit of fun in terms of like doing the hints, and we're gonna have hints that come out for the last 2 workouts too. One of those will come out I think next week, and we're also going to be doing like workout announcement videos, and that'll also include showing you guys the movements, the standard, the flow. Just like if you're doing the CrossFit Open, how they do their videos, and you'll have score sheets, they'll be filled out, signed off on, the coach will tick those off. So as Haley said earlier, it's a great opportunity to get a taste for something like the CrossFit Open, or even if you've done the Open before, to kind of get some more practice before that happens, which we predict will be either in February or March, or between those 2 months. It's going to be a lot of fun. Get around it.
Yeah.
There's already a little bit of friendly banter going on. We've been doing the member v member posts, which again are just
for fun.
Yeah. We're just trying to create a little bit of hype around the event, and I think we're achieving that.
Yeah, so far no one's taken too much offense to their what is it called?
Their bio.
Yeah, their bio. Except for people, people think that they.
Pat's pretty dirty. Got a 7 out of 10
Yeah,
trash
that's
talk.
what I was gonna say. People think that they're better trash talkers than they actually are.
Yeah, prove us wrong. Go on,
Yeah.
give it a crack.
But just some key dates to know. So obviously the actual event is happening like between the 9th and the 13th. We are gonna release the workouts. Release workout 1 on the 2nd of December. So like the week before. So you'll have a full week to know the workouts. It's not as if you're gonna just find them out on the day. So yeah, we'll release the video and you'll get to know what they are from like the 2nd of December. Are we gonna do all 3 then or just the first one? And then do the
We'll do
others
the
on
first
Friday?
one and then we'll do the others later.
Yeah, okay.
But also on that note, although you'll know them a week out, there's no practicing the workouts.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. This is just so you can wrap your head around it, chat to your coach about what division. You can practice the movements. I know that there's going to be at least one movement in there that I don't think we've done before. So you're welcome to practice the movements. Yeah,
It's not that
in
hard.
its entirety.
Okay.
But anyway, hey, create some hype.
You'll need to practice it, definitely.
Yeah. Never before seen
Oh,
exercise.
yeah. Never. Reinvented it.
It's called the Benny.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But no, have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Save that energy for that day that you hit the workout in full. There will be no retests.
No.
So yeah, more like a proper competition, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we already sort of spoke about this a little bit, but I think it would be good to just go over a little bit more as to why we've like sort of in particular chosen to do it and what the benefits are of like, I know there's a few members who probably are like, oh, I don't need to do that, like I don't want to do that. Like what the benefits are of you participating in it, even if you're not someone who sees yourself wanting to do the CrossFit Open or wanting to do like a competition in the future. Like what are the benefits of them participating in this?
Well, I think if you haven't done this sort of thing before, you're not going to really know until you do it. But in a lot of ways, it's not that different to what occurs in class anyway. It's just heightened. So, the buzz that you get after doing a workout where you go at competition intensity, the buzz you get from watching someone else achieve something that maybe you haven't done before, and there's going to be some opportunity for that in this test. All of that's just really, really heightened. So you can, on a personal level, get a really big kick out of it. On a community side of things, it's just like class, but it's going to be kind of like on steroids. And it's good to have certain challenges where if you can learn to overcome them, like even getting maybe a little bit nervy about doing something like this and then coming in and doing it is an achievement in itself. So
like doing something out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And this is the like easiest place to do that, because you might think it's out of your comfort zone, but really you come to CrossFit class every day and like hit workouts. So like this one, you just kind of got to try and have like I'm going to try and do my best mindset and achieve something out of your comfort zone. Like it will be super rewarding to do.
Yeah. And look, it's going to be fun. So, and like again, between workout 1 and the other 2 and the bit of banter and like the leaderboard checking and stuff like that, I think it's going to be cool. Again, this Saturday we wrap up with our in-house team throwdown. We're going to be all dressed up. The leaderboard's going to be finalised. It's going to be a talking point. If you come to the after party, same thing.
Ben's been already talking about how we're going to talk about the Soul Realm games all night that night.
We should do trophies.
Oh yeah?
We should get
let's
some
do
trophies.
that.
So that'll be cool. Like if you get a trophy, you have to bring it along to the
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. Or medals. Maybe we'd like
I feel like maybe a bit
like
of
that.
both. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
there'll be good prizes. But yeah, the Christmas party's already always so much fun. So I think it will be like awesome to have it as a bit of both. And like you want to have participated in the throwdown and the Soul Rebel games, and then come and just like celebrate with everyone after.
Yeah.
Celebrate the year that it's been pretty good. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool. On another note, like in terms of from now to when it happens, things that you can do to maybe just try and prepare yourself and feel like you can come in and really give it your best effort and be in a good place to deliver on that. Number one is make sure you're training regularly. It's a pretty obvious one, but be accountable. This time of year, things can get a little bit crazy for people and schedules can change and stuff. Try and be accountable. Keep training as much as you normally would, or if anything, try and get some extra training in, would be great. And make sure that you're really applying yourself in those sessions. If you came to the workshop on Monday night, covered some real basics, but I tried to really refine the way that everyone understood them and applied them so that I'd get the maximum out of it. And you can apply that to every little thing that you do in the gym.
Yeah.
So
another way you can make sure you're applying yourself well is by checking the athlete notes on SugarWOD before you train. That way you'll know that you're hitting the workouts like to the intended outcome.
And maybe try some things from now to then too that are a little bit out of your comfort zone as well. 'Cause you never know, you don't know what's coming up, and you might do that and realize, oh hey, that wasn't as bad as I thought, and then boom, that same thing comes up in these tests, and you now feel a little bit more confident and well prepared.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So just try hard in class, and always like you can look at the athlete notes, and then you can always ask the coaches like, you know, if you need any advice, if you're kind of on the edge, like, oh, should I try and do this today? But you're not sure, instead of just being like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Just ask, we can help you. Definitely doing that. Also, you've got pre and post WOD nutrition. Is that in general or on the actual, for the actual day?
Yeah, just in general, and then obviously, you know, you want to practice that as a general rule, and then make sure you're applying it.
So you can, that's a good idea. For what you want to do, especially for you 5:30 a.m. is actually, I've been having a bit of a chat to Neil, who we talk about all the time, but also just people in general. 5:30 a.m.ers on that day, or even leading up to that day, you should try playing around with having some carbs before you train. Apparently Andy asks the 5:30 a.m.ers like weekly if they've eaten before, and they're all like, no, I don't have time, this, that, whatever. But Neil, he eats, and he beats everyone because he eats. So
except for the 9:30 months.
What?
They always beat.
No, we're talking about 5:30 a.m.
I know.
Anyway, so at 5:30 a.m., like having food in your system will help you to like actually have energy to like get the most out of yourself. Like obviously at that time it can be hard to eat before you train, but if you do want to like, you know, have energy and be able to hit that sort of next level, you most likely will need some like fuel in your system. So whether that's over the next few weeks, just trying to implement like eating a little bit of a food before you train, so that, you know, you don't want to do it for the first time on that day. But yeah, make sure you have some carbs before. So that could be half banana, you could have an LCM bar. When I was training at 5:30 a.m, I'd have like a Milo bar every day on the way to the gym. But yeah, whatever works for that. You could have some Powerade like while you train. And then post-WOD nutrition, just make sure that you eat enough good food that, you know, helps you to recover.
Focus on whole foods, getting a good amount of protein in, and just try and cut any crap out that you normally eat, like high sugar, highly processed foods. Like,
other than the LCM bar that I just told you to eat.
Yeah. But you know, after dinner, if you tend to have a dessert, maybe cut that out. Just simple things, like it doesn't need to be anything crazy, but again, it's a good way of just having some accountability with your nutrition, using this as a reason to, you know, try and apply yourself a little bit better to that area of your health.
Yeah, just think about, it's not necessarily about fully cutting out like all the bad foods. Just think about what you're eating as like, you're eating, you want to be eating good fuel, you know, to like make you be able to train well rather than eating crap. So think about it like at the petrol station, you're not going to put diesel in your petrol car, so you want to put good food like petrol. Just go drink petrol. Idea.
I put diesel in my car.
I've got a diesel car too. So I said you don't want to put diesel in your petrol car, bro. Anyway, whatever. Make sure you eat your carbs before you train. Ben's not good at that, but I beat Ben in all my workouts, so.
All?
Most of them. A lot of them.
A lot of them, but not all. So another thing too to be aware of is just general recovery. So if you are training regularly or irregularly and training hard and you're getting sore all the time, then trying to add in, something for your recovery could be really good. It could be getting treatment every few weeks. It could be coming in and using the Normatec.
Stretching.
Could be doing GoWard or just general stretching. Like on a day like today, it's a Thursday, we have like some stretching at the end of the endurance session. So if you're doing those stretches a bit, I stretched for like 20 minutes last night at home because my hips were feeling a bit tight, my back was a bit tight. So yeah, doing those extra little things, making sure that you're well hydrated, especially now that it's getting warmer, which should include taking some sort of electrolyte. Those sort of things can make a huge difference to your recovery, as can trying to get some good quality, consistent sleep. So again, you don't necessarily have to have a massive overhaul, but maybe you can pick 2 or 3 little things that you can see if you can just do a little bit more consistently or better. And that's obviously going to play a factor as well.
Yeah, definitely. Recovery is a big thing, very big thing. If you're not, same thing, if you're not fueling yourself properly, you're not going to perform well. If you're not recovering properly, everything's going to be a whole lot harder. Last thing is get your mindset in the right place. So try not to let this stress you, right? It is a little mini competition, but again, it's just in the gym. It's nothing too serious. It's just for fun. Try and have a good mindset around it. Look at it as just an opportunity to grow, learn, and just to sort of see where you're at and apply yourself. So I don't know, what else would you say about mindset?
Yeah, I think try not to come in with expectations that are based around, placings or performance. Try and have your expectations based around your efforts and how you apply yourself.
Yeah.
Because you cannot control in any competition the outcome. You can control how you prepare yourself, in the nutrition that you do, the training that you do leading up. You can try and control, how you strategize a workout and apply yourself to it. But ultimately, you might do your very best on a workout and you still might finish middle of the pack. And so if your goal is to finish top 3 on everything and that doesn't happen on the first workout, you can get your knickers in a twist and then have a negative experience. So that's just an example, but as a general rule, try and make it not outcome focused, but effort and preparation focused. And if you do that, you know that you've done your best or close to your best there, then you should be happy and proud of your efforts regardless of what the actual end result is.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a good opportunity to just do something different, try and do something you've never done before if you've never done a competition before, and just be on the leaderboard. Why not?
Yeah. Also too, guys, make sure that if you're coming to the Christmas Throwdown Saturday the 14th, that you get your name down, because we are going to be sorting out our teams and
we should
everyone get their costumes in order.
Yeah, we should. A few people actually are still confused about that too, so we may as well mention it. The teams are, so basically we are going to put you into a team and you dress up as the letter of your team captain. So Ben's team, everyone will dress up as something that starts with B. So you could be a baller or a baseball bat or a baboon or a butterfly.
Baby,
if you're on Team Haley, you're going to dress as something starting with H. So you could be a hippo or a hungry Haley. That's
or
a good one.
Hero.
Or a hero. So that's how it works. And then the workouts on the Saturday, they're going to be just fun, right? So you'll be put in teams just so that we've got some teams, but there's not necessarily going to be a winner. The competition is the Soul Rebel Games, and then it's just all fun celebrations on the Saturday.
Yeah, it's inclusive. We're going to do 2 workouts. Everyone's going to get a great workout. They're going to be fun.
Yep.
There's going to be it's going to be a challenge, but it's not going to be a beat down. We just tested something out the other day, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to have something a lot of you have never done before in there, and there's going to be some synchronized stuff, and it's just going to be a good way to sort of end the year, end the Soul Rebel Games, lead into the Christmas party. There's going to be talking points to come away with, and things to have a laugh
So
about.
you don't all stand in silence at platform 3095. That's why we're doing all of this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, it should be really fun. And yeah, the Christmas party that night is at platform 3095 in Eltham. So the list is for the morning. In the evening, again, everybody's welcome. You don't need to put your name down on the list. You can bring your partner, your kids, whatever you want. It's from 5:30 p.m. and yeah, that should be good fun.
Yeah, we've got like a private sort of beer garden set up. There will be food and drinks obviously available, and yeah, get along. It's great to see you all. It's always good to catch up with people outside of the gym, and
Hopefully it's good weather.
yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's getting hot,
It's hot today.
so weather should be good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm super excited. Gonna
Yeah.
give me one thing. What are you most looking forward to in December? One thing, just to finish. It's like a rapid fire. It can be anything. Maybe gym related.
Well, just everything we've talked about.
No,
Honestly,
one thing.
I'm looking forward to. Alright, I'm looking forward to Neil versus Maddie in the Soul Rule Games. I want to see who wins out of those two.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good one. You make a prediction or you don't know?
Well, I know
that
the
will actually be
workouts.
tight,
I know
yeah.
the workouts, so I could. I think it will be tight. Yeah, I think
I reckon it will be tight.
a bit of a close battle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask me what I'm looking forward to?
What are you looking forward to the most, Taylor?
Thanks. I don't know. I don't have a good answer, but but you can't not ask me though. Yes, rapid fire. I'm most looking forward to that first workout, the Soul Rebel Games Monday. Seeing everyone smash it and see what people can do. I'm excited to see how far people get and if they. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but I think that'll be the most fun. And I'm also looking forward to, I think this won't be in December, but close. I'm looking forward to putting out the other two clues.
Yeah. The clues are good.
Yeah.
The clues are cool.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Episode done. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you have any questions about the Soul Rebel Games, I don't know how you can because we just yapped for ages, gave you all the details. So if you do have any questions, let us know. We will answer them for you. And yeah, see you next time for another potty.
See you in the gym soon.